The 747, and ladies and gentlemen, I got it all assembled. I had to actually use some drafting tape for the fuselage seam. Drilling the pole stand and everything, it's just a lot of stress on it. I had to go in with a knife and like carve it because I could not, if I put any pressure on the hole itself, you would have snapped it. I mean, it's just, I've done it and I know other people's done it too. So, but anyway. Got that all fixed. I got the wings on. I even got the wings at the appropriate angles too. So there we go on that. I did paint the wings. It's basically aluminum color. And the only thing I haven't painted yet is the lower half of the plane, which is basically aluminum. I'm going to try to get that painted probably tomorrow. I want to let this dry because I had to finish up the white on there, get it white. Then after I paint the bottom, you may not see me do that. I may just already be done. And then I want to shoot it all with Future, and I'm going to let it sit for a couple days because then this needs to cure and ready for decals. But anyway, I just got a little, after I get the decals on, go back in and paint the landing gear and put a wash in the engines, and that's it. All we're going to do to it. Gary, bases, I didn't stain the other base, and I'm not going to stain this one either. I don't know if I can. I don't want to match the, get the wrong stain for your stores. So I'll let you stain the bases. I think that'll be easier, and you can get the color, that matches your wood in the store. So that's where I am on the 747. Doc and Marty. Got to put things in certain places or I'll get them dirty. Marty got his shoes, so I got that painted white. I got to go back over one more. White's just hard to paint anyway, unless you oil it, which that's even hard too. But anyway, got his shoes on. I went in. I don't know if you can actually see it. There's little highlights on his life preserver, and I did some highlights on his blue shirt and his jeans there. It's very, very subtle. Hopefully it may pick up. Did a little bit of the hair, just a little bit of dry brushing and everything, and I did a little more on the face. Anyway, so I got to finish up his shoes, and I got to do his skateboard, which I haven't forgot. It's basically going to be black, and I'll put a couple purple designs, but I can't make the letter. I think it says, like, I want to say Ventura or something on here. It's going to be very simple. So if they made decals for it, I would try to put it on. Doc here, and you gotta forgive me on the red paint here. I painting a cozy coupe. I got finished painting his shoes. I was down to the very bottom of the bottle trying to get the rest of the brown out. But anyway, I tried to dry brush a little bit on his tool belt. I got to do a little more on his tool belt. It's a little uneven. His hair, for, I won't say a white-haired man, I painted it white. I put a gray, wherever I did with it. I did a pale gray wash. And then went back in with our good old friend Buff here and dry brushed his hair. So he's got, it looks pretty darn slick. I think it works out just well. It just needs a little bit more onto it, and I will try to get that. I painted the visor silver, or sunglasses. I needed to try to get the strap in there, and then I painted the radioactive thing on the back. So anyway, I got to touch up a few little areas on that because I was a little crooked. But anyway, there I am on Doc and Marty. Up next for the Build for Others, and I'm going to midweek, probably when I'll start, but we're going to build the USS New Orleans, and this is a Mr. Bob Pinkos scale, which is 700. That's Mr. Pinkos's favorite scale, ship modeler that we all come to love and know, and so we're going to build that. That's I think this is going to be a gift to a gentleman that served on it. So anyway, I have to build it, paint it, and it's going to have some photo etch on it, not a lot because he's got to ship it. And that's a good example. Is I don't do ships because everybody wants all the stuff on it, but I have to ship it, and It'll get broke. I guarantee it. I've been there. I have done that, and everyone else is too. But anyway, the New Orleans is coming up. So that's what I got going on today. The 747, it's getting painted and assembled, and Doc and Marty are getting painted as well. So that's what I got going on today. So stay tuned for next exciting episode.